Drive Abelia Greater Anglia 17270 between Great Yarmouth and Norwich via Acle. It's Acle because Ellie actually corrected me on the pronunciation of Acle. It's Acle. I thought it was Acle or something like that. It's actually Acle. With a limited stop service on a pleasant June morning. So I think we're definitely going to pick this one, and let's go for it. Evening all, it's TKing317. I've changed my username. Changed it to Onyanked. Is that Onyanked or Onion TK3? I don't know how. Please tell me if I'm pronouncing that right, T-King. I'm still going to call you T-King, by the way. Or maybe just Elliot. I'll be alright. C2C, that's now on Train Simulator. Do you mean there's like a skin and then you can drive on the part of the London to Faversham route? I think that's the thing on the C2C. I don't think there's an actual legit C2C route available for Train Sim. I do believe there is like some freeware skins you can get for the 387 or freeze for the 387s. I do believe C2C got new 387s, and those I think someone like Super Albs has done skins for them, and you can then do the scenarios on London Faversham, like between like, I don't know what the stations are. I'm really bad with the C2C network, so don't ask me. Someone will tell me, I'm pretty sure. Hey, Kingsheimer, how you doing, man? What do I think of the Class 720 Eventra? Fine. Looks futuristic. Looks like this train here. Well, similar-ish. Like the new fleet that Abelia Greater Anglia wants to get, it's quite. Oh, actually, one thing. Let me just lower the volume because in my ears it's like bursting away like hell. Now, one thing that I don't know what would be good to do. I don't know what position you guys want me to put the chat in. I don't know if the chat's like perfect where it is. Or if you want me to move the chat like in the middle. I think in the middle would be like better. Let me just move it in the middle. Or what is this? Let me move it in the middle. Like, or maybe down here or something like that. I don't know. You guys don't need to see the things behind, right? I think it'll be fine if we keep it like here. You're right. You're right. Not seeing like the information and stuff. Like that's my that's my business to worry about. My duty of care. Anyway, you can see a little bit of information there, so it's all right. And then we have like all the rest nice and clear, which is all good. And I think my camera's actually in a really nice position and whatnot as well. So I think we'll have it like that. Right. Yeah, I agree with that. 387s are pretty crap. Right, let's do this. Let's drive this beautiful train. Can we get headlights on? Do some screenshotting, definitely. Because why not? We are on a very lovely route with a decent train. Old train, but decent. Let's get the doors open. Norwich to Acle. Oh, this guy got in the way of and this girl's got in the way of such a good screenshot. Move out my way. Right. There we go. Perfect. Abellio, Greater Anglia. All good. Oh, I like that as well. I do like these kind of shots that I find. Maybe that. I don't know. I'll be taking loads anyway. Hey, Super Alves, how you doing, man? It's more comfortable to sit on the floor of a 387. Yeah, 387's boring though. That's the thing. It's just such a boring train. There's nothing really much to it. Right. I think everything is in order here. Didn't have to clear an AWS test, I think. I'm not too sure. Let's give it a little bit of power. Oh, that horrible, horrible, like, first-gen horn. Hello, Vito Jeffro. Welcome to the chat. We unfortunately do not have a passenger view, which is a bit of a shame. Oh, I need to slow down a little bit because we have to go 15. Can you play some songs? I'm not putting any songs on because I want to have like these streams like non-copyrighted, so I can put like some of these highlights and stuff on YouTube. Like I'll try and put like this scenario if it goes all well and according to plan and whatnot. I'll try and put this one up on YouTube as well. So then it just adds some like more content for people that necessarily don't watch streams, and maybe it might encourage people to come and watch some streams and whatnot. And it also means that I can cover loads more things without like having to say, oh, I'm going to do this on YouTube at some point or whatnot. So hopefully you guys will like it on YouTube, and then other people that haven't watched it on the stream will be like, oh, he actually covered this train, because there's been many trains that I've actually covered on stream and not on YouTube. So, you know, I'd love to do like more stuff and like share more stuff. There's loads of highlights and stuff on my Twitch page actually. If you go onto my Twitch page and look on the videos and stuff, there's loads of highlights from like years of streams that I've done, and I've highlighted each kind of like scenario whatnot. So you know, it just would be now good to start off doing things like, you know, no music and stuff on the streams and whatnot, like pure nice, like basically how I would do a video, but instead of like me just rambling to myself, I'm rambling to you guys in the chat. Do I have Crouch Valley? What is Crouch Valley? Tell me, please enlighten me. You should put some no copyright music behind this. Maybe, yeah, maybe. But music's you know, fine or whatnot, maybe some background music or whatever, but I don't mind just talking to the mic like I normally do in the video, so I don't see any kind of difference of me putting music on it or whatnot. Hello Dynaraptor, how you doing, man? Shall we play a game of how many times QWERTY can say whatnot in one stream? Oh, okay. Well, now that I know that I'm saying that, I'm not going to say it as much anymore. I don't think I'm going to be able to clear it fully out of my vocabulary, but I'll definitely be alert on that one. Can you do the new C2C 387 skin from Super Alves? Yeah, I'll probably do that one at some point. I don't know if we'll do it on today's stream, but we might do it in another stream. We might do it on a video. At some point I will. Because it does look really good actually, from what I've seen like of pictures and videos and stuff like that. It looks actually really nice. On the gorgeous Wherry Lines. This doesn't really feel like 50 miles an hour. It feels very, very slow. Like, ridiculously slow. Do you like DJ Official? I don't know what DJ Official is. Sorry. Crouch Valley goes from Shenfield to Southend Airport and upgrades the Great Eastern Main Line. No, I don't even. I literally have no idea of that, if it exists. But that sounds cool, though. I didn't know that it was like an extension from Shenfield to Southend Airport. Obviously, there's so many kind of things in that kind of network that still could be brought to this game. No problem, Dinaraptor. It's been 7 times or something so far. Is that before that it was pointed out, or after it was pointed out? Plus more interactions of what? Hello, Flying Scotsman 4072. I am doing very well. I'm doing okay, I have to say, like now. Like there was a time like this last month that I was like in such a depressive kind of slump because of like literally this semester was just really painful in some ways. Like I thought last semester was actually like quite painful, but this semester has been like I'm not kidding, it was not nice. It really was not nice. But I'm hoping now with my last ever exams to do, which is well, maybe I don't know if it'll be my last ever because I might want to do a master's at some point, but it will definitely be my last kind of like official exams for the foreseeable future. He produced songs. Well, I don't know. I don't know him, Max B. About 4 miles to go to Acle. You're not going on any more geology trips? Well, my last one I did was in Tenerife in December. I did like some vlogs on my IRL channel, but for now, for the foreseeable future, I'm not really going to go on any more trips. Well, actually, no, I lie. Actually, at the end of April, I'm actually going to Ireland to visit a zinc lead mine in near Dublin in Ireland, and that's like with a society that I run, and so yeah, I still have one more trip left in me, and then after that, who knows? Basically, it depends if I well, I have an internship for Ian. I don't know if that will involve any kind of things going anywhere and whatnot, but then after that, if I could do a master's, maybe that might involve some, you know, some more potential trips to go places. But like over this degree, I've like gone to so many cool places, and it's like, you know, Spain, Tenerife, like parts of Scotland that I probably will never see again in my life because I don't want to go back there. And like, you know, it's been really, really, really cool. And it's still sort of terrifying that it's like almost over. The camera is unfocused. It should be focused if I focus it on my hand and then let it come back to me. I like the effect that the camera makes everything behind me black and dark and it looks like I'm like in some sort of like murder investigation room. I like it. This must be a really peaceful route to drive in real life. Like, it must be just so nice. Not a lot of traffic. I'm pretty sure, like, delays are pretty minimal on this route. Like, it's, you know, there might be a sheep or two that might come on the line every now and again, but it feels like it's a nice, kind of pleasant route. Not too stressful, like being like a driver in London, doing loads of stop-in service in the kind of suburban metro kind of networks and whatnot. Oh god, I said what not. Well, what can I say if I don't say what not? Oh, you got me there. I see Ross is jabbing me there. Which route is this? This is the Wherry Lines by Armstrong Powerhouse. And I see Acle coming up in about 1.3 miles. So I am going to be a good person and let this 170 coast. Because I think this train has decent brakes, but I just don't want to be. I want to be sure, basically. I want to be. I don't want it. I don't want to come to conclusions and like get to Acle and be like, oh, we cannot stop. Damn. Oh my god, what the hell's going on with the SPS? Jesus. So slow. What do you mean so slow? We're going at like 60. We were going at 60. That's the speed line limit. So what can I do but abide by it? Definitely a change from your Cities in Motion 2 streams 3 years ago. Well, who knows? I might do a Cities in Motion 2 stream at some point. Who knows? Never say never. Good evening, everyone. What scenario would you like made next, QWERTY, now that I have published updated GEML scenario? I don't really mind, just anything really that I have and whatnot. I really want the Goblin line, but Dovetail Games haven't sent me the code yet for it, so I can't really. I really want to produce like a video on that, but they obviously haven't given it to me yet, which is annoying. It's annoying because I'm in a partnership with them where they basically send me codes for free. They give me like DLC and stuff for free, and I give them free advertisement because all my videos and stuff on Train Sim are basically free advertisement showcasing a train, a route, or whatever. But you know, I think it's fair, you know, because like I'm giving them free exposure, and then the least they could do is just like give me a free code or whatever, because this all adds up. Like before I started getting free codes and whatnot from Delta Games, I was buying all this, like all these kind of stuff by myself, and that actually ate up so much of my money. And it's not like I make a crazy amount from YouTube. Oh, why are things? There are things floating for some reason. I'm just gonna go slightly forward. We have floating textures, which is fantastic. I'm gonna go a little bit more forward. Let's go to the stop marker. Let's be a little bit official. There we go. Yeah, I got a free code for Train Simulator World, because obviously that was like a big release for them, so they gave me a code straight away for that one. But I was like, can I get a Goblin one, because I really want to play that route, and it has the West London line as well, which is really, really cool. Oh, I like this. That's beauty. Absolute beauty of a screenshot. Oh my god, we're actually here for quite a long time for some really weird reason. Let me have a look at the schedule. Arrive at 56. No, we're supposed to... I don't know, that's weird. We're supposed to be here 2 minutes ago, but now, like, the timing thing, we have to stay here for so long. Oh no, we have to depart at 9:08. So we're here for actually quite some time. Okay. That is fine. QWERTY, do you happen to have Hamburg, Hanover, NE156? I think I... Oh, I don't even know the stuff on my German content, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. Thank you very much, Silly Boy Lemon, for the follow, as well as Big Cookie Jar 456. I forgot to give you a shout out for your follow 16 minutes ago. I do apologise for that. Let me just... one thing I actually have to do. I need to close something. There we go. Sorry about that. Oh, and actually one thing I could open, but you guys don't see this because it's the magic of behind the scenes. There we go. That's perfect. Good. Well, we have some time to pass because we're, I guess, like, because this is a rare service, it's not really like a frequent service, so I guess the train would have to stay here for like 15 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever, which is fair, you know, that's what this kind of scheduling kind of thing is all about. Let's have a talk, shall we? Of course, Simon, that's what we're doing right now. Will you be able to do the class 303 after? Yeah, I'll have a look. Yeah, I'll definitely do one of them. I think I have it installed, so we might give it a go after. QWERTY, do you have Peterborough to York? Yes, I do. Super Albs is asking my opinion on the Southwestern franchise renewal to past time. I don't know, I've heard mixed feelings from people about it. Some people think it's amazing. I have people that work, like, I know a guy that works, that comments on my channel that works for First Group and says it's like a really good thing that it's happening and whatnot. And there's people that are saying, yeah, First is a good thing, it's a good idea that First should have it with like MTR and whatnot. And people that are from Hong Kong have told me that MTR really run really good services and whatnot, and they'll be a really good kind of like partner to kind of help and kind of structure things in with the Southwestern network. But then I've had people going, no, it's a completely bad kind of thing, and it's Ross, I see you. Okay, I see you. The whatnots are there when they need to be, but they're not going to be there when, like, you know, whatever. Okay, well, don't judge me. Anyway, back to the actual topic. I've some people are saying obviously it's bad because obviously Stagecoach were okay, like if you compare them to like Sudden. They've done well for like, what's it been, 20 years since since 1994 or 5, I think, since that's when privatization kicked in, and Stagecoach have basically had the Southwestern franchise since then, and they've done okay, I guess. Like, they're not as bad as Sudden, who have had like piss delays currently in recent times, and Southwest Trains is not really one that you hear going, oh yeah, they have delays and whatnot. And if someone actually summed it up on my video, my recent Southwest Trains video, someone summed it up really well, is that Southwest Trains are like good reliably, like they're good, they don't have massive delays like Sudden. But one guy who's a regular Southwest Trains user actually commented and said the thing with Southwest Trains is that they do a thing where they cancel services to keep up with like times and stuff, to kind of be on time and whatnot, and sometimes that's really annoying when you have a service that might alight and terminate earlier, or it might not continue to its destination, to just keep up with timings and stuff like that. And he said that that's something that they do a lot, which is really annoying, and I can see why that would be annoying. And that's like main, as like he was a dedicated like regular Southwest Trains user, so he told me like his opinion about it, and I kind of agree with that. That sounds kind of fair. And I think Stagecoach is alright. Like, they run East Midlands trains as well, which is also getting kind of, is under the hammer, and might possibly be going over to I can't remember who it is, but someone will tell me in the chat. But I think it might be going to First maybe as well, but I don't know. Thank you very much, SaberPlays92, for the follow, and also the refollow, I'm presuming. Oh no, that's our host. Thank you very much for Archie Perrin for hosting me. Stagecoach over First any day, okay. Like, literally the Southwest is just going to be First, basically. There's nothing else. Engine noise is a pain, can you turn it off? Is it like really loud compared to my voice? I can go into the cab if that's fine. The engine noise, like, my voice should be louder than the in-game kind of sounds, basically. Stage coach does most of northern Scotland and whatnot. Oh yeah, that's with buses and whatnot as well. Happens in Denmark as well, but in the end it's all for practical reasons. Yeah, Stagecoach does run a really good service, and they have guards, which I'm worried is that if First are going to try and get rid of the guards, which means another sudden dispute. Yeah, that's the kind of whole big kind of, and one of the biggest issues that I've been hearing, that literally the whole thing with like the guard issue, that like Sudden, the reason why Sudden's really in like a load of piss right now is the whole guard issue. And Stagecoach have never really had a problem with that, but now obviously it's going to Fast. But I think Fast services, I think they do have guards, don't they? I think most Fast services have guards. Some maybe don't, but I don't know. Hello, Gamer Mike. Did someone say stream? Yes. I use GWR every day for work. Do they have guards, Dino Raptor? I'm not too sure. You can tell me, you're a regular user. Engine should stop when you press Z. But I don't want to turn the... Oh, actually, maybe should I? Should I turn the engine? Oh, but anyway, we're leaving in 3 minutes, so there's no real point of turning it. Well, I could... There you go. There's the engine off. Are you happy now? I guess is it, and is it again Z? Is it again Z to turn on? I guess we're saving fuel here, I presume, or whatnot. I don't mind. Vam622, hello, welcome into the chat. Seriously, when someone complains about delays, etc., they really don't know the reason of it, and they blame the train operating company as fast as possible. Most people don't get why the different things happen and see different things as stupid, etc. But many of them don't know that planning and consequences behind doing different things. That's very true. That's very, very true. And the thing is, a train operating company does not want to delay services. That's the opposite thing that they want to do. They try in all their power to not delay, but then if they have to, they have to, and it costs them one day. Well, it depends whose fault is it, because obviously if it's their fault, if it's to do with their trains or their track or something, if it's something that doesn't belong to them, if it like belongs to Network Rail, or if it belongs to the leasing company of the train that the train belongs to, then they don't get fined. But if it's their fault, then they get fined, so they lose money if it's delayed, which makes obviously sense. Do have guards? Yes. Is that it? Do they have guard? Does GWR have guards like for like all their services, like even on like their 166s and their 158s and whatnot, like their smaller kind of you know, shuttle kind of metro kind of sort of services, or is it just the like HST, like long distance and express services and whatnot, or does like literally every service in GWR have like a guard and whatnot? Yes, it's Zed again. Thank you very much, guys. Hello, Connor Scott, HD BD. Welcome to the stream. So is this the new and improved train simulator? No, I'm not. Well, I already know how Train Sim World is. I've like played it. Like it's okay. I'm waiting for some UK content. I don't really give a toss about American content, so, and freight services as well. I don't really give a toss about that. Oh, hello. Why, hello there, free. Perfect. Right, time to engage engines. Good stuff. We've left Acle on time. Next station is Lingwood. Hello, Kieran Scott HD BD. I see loads of people have this HD BD thing. Oh no, isn't it Connor Scott has a brother, and that's, I don't know. I can't remember things. Forgive me. There is a very short line in Copenhagen where trains are terminated early so that it can run another service. It happens very frequently, but as trains already run with less than 10 minutes frequency, there is nothing really to complain about. And surprisingly enough, in the case they don't complain. Oh, that sounds good. If it's all like scheduled and whatnot, I think it's because people expect like, oh, that train has to come at that specific time. If it doesn't come, then I will, like, you know, then this company is awful, it's murdered my family, you know. I don't know. But I think some people overreact, and I think it's just because people expect. And in a way they should, because obviously, like, the UK has some of the highest train fares in the whole world, and it's crazy. If you look at somewhere like in Asia with Japan or China, their train fares are, like, extortionately low, and their train services are immaculate. Like, delays are like the myth of the land. Like, you know, like literally train drivers in that country, like, delays are not what they signed a contract to get money for. Delays are just not in their mind, because they will get fired, or they will have, you know, they'll be reviewed harshly, you know what I mean. But in this country, but in a way, in this country, it's not more about like drivers, even though sometimes it might be about drivers that delay stuff and whatnot. But I think in this country, it's more the kind of technology and just the whole infrastructure of the railways that is the issue. And we just do not have a modern system, or like we're upgrading, and it's taking really long to get to a modern kind of standard where like train service will be like immaculate, like in a place like Japan or whatnot. I just think we're kind of far still away from it. Like, we only have one high-speed route in the country, and it's not even a really high-speed one is not really like a massively good speed route in my opinion. Like, it does something. It connects, you know, Dover. Well, to be honest, the only high-speed part is really between St Pancras and Ebbsfleet International. That's the only high-speed part, and then the rest it runs on like normal kind of rail and whatnot. So, I don't know. High-speed 2 might be better though, but then obviously there's loads of issues with that. It's like the country demands that it should have, like, you know, state-of-the-art railways, and, you know, there shouldn't be delays or whatever. But when a drastic kind of like idea like high speed 2 comes along, they're like, no, I don't want that in my back garden, so we can't actually advance forward anymore. So, you know, people want something, but then they don't want to give up something to have what they want. That's the real issue. Right, there we go. Now, what time are we departing from here? Are we doing another little wait? No, this one's literally just a pick up and go. I think because we're waiting for that other service, really. I think that's the actual issue. Perfect. Love it. Very, 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 actually, I'll stay in the cab. Very, very scenic route. Very photogenic. Thank you very much, Ramfest1, for the follow, who just followed just recently. Thank you very much for the follow, man. Thank you, Max B. Oh, there's no signal bell for me to do. Hello, Quatty Afro, how are you? Hello, Ben Wilson, I'm fine. How are you? little bit more boost. I just think they should spend money on the current railway infrastructure instead of a new high-speed line. Yeah, I agree with that. In a way, it'd be cool if they upgraded some of the current infrastructure to actually be high-speed proof. Like, somewhat what they did with the West Coast main lines when they made it good enough for tilting 390 Pendolino trains to be able to kind of go up to 125 miles per hour on it. It would be really cool if we see more of that, where they're building more, like upgrading existing track to kind of go up to more high-speed kind of speeds. But it just ain't gonna happen, really. Edwards Noah, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the club. Yeah, and there's the whole thing with finance and funding. Like in the UK, it's still kind of bad. So things are slowly progressing along. So, you know, like it's funny how like there's not many kind of railway projects going about. Like the kind of biggest one right now that's kind of in development, that's almost, well, sort of near there, is Crossrail, really. Like I don't hear like, oh, there's this new line or happening of this place around in the country. It's just always, it's mainly most of the stuff that happens with like rail and stuff with new track or new lines or stuff is mainly in London. But I wish there was more stuff like that happening around the country. Like, I don't know, look at France. France have a really good rail infrastructure, rail network. You know, why can't we have that? That'd be really cool if we could. Oh, I need to slow down here to get down to 25. The issue is the train, Sam, not Network Rail. Is that for delays or is that for like improving the railway? Thank you, Connor. Where's Ellie? She's gone home. She's gone home for Easter. It's the trains for railway improvements. Yeah, somewhat. I guess you could say it sort of maybe is the trains, but then trains can be replaced, but then again, that's money. Oh, what's this station? This is... We're not stopping you, of course. Which is a shame. This is Brundle. Good stuff on time. Oh well, to be honest, for the ACL one, we were supposed to get there at 8:56. We got there at 8:58, but the thing is, we had to depart at like 9:08, so that kind of still technically counts that we're sort of on time, because we had to stay there for like a ridiculously long time anyway. So it doesn't really matter when we get there. We could have got there at 9 o'clock really, and we'll still be there for 8 minutes. Increase a little bit more power. I think there's so much fixing being done. There's no time or money to be spent on upgrades. Yeah, but the thing is, it just feels like there's always things being fixed, and it doesn't really feel like things are permanent. It feels like the railway kind of improvements and upgrades, it feels very temporary, because it doesn't feel like there'll ever be a point where there's nothing to upgrade and it's just all about maintenance and that. Because I don't know. It's just sad, the state of the kind of whole kind of railway kind of network and infrastructure. It really is, because like the fact that we were like the country who really introduced railways and just this whole kind of way of transportation, and then like look, in the modern age we're just nowhere near the top of the game, which is just sad in a way. Is this where you watched Signal for hours before it changed in one of your videos? Yeah, it probably was. I think I wanted to see the semaphore animation, and I was waiting because like you pass the semaphore signal, but there's a little bit of a delay before the semaphore kind of drops, which is that I was there for like I think about maybe a minute or two just waiting for it to drop. Can you do a Gatwick Express 387 video? I don't think I have the new 387 skin, the red one. I'll probably get it at some point and do it, and I'm super stoked. I'm looking so forward to the 460, the Darth Vader 460. That looks so good. Imagine we'll basically have like we have the 7-3 Gatwick Express train. We have the 442 Wessex Gatwick Express train. We have like skins for 387s or 377s, but just reskinned as 387s. And we have now a 460 for just one line. We have like multiple trains that do one like half an hour kind of length line. That's just funny. It must be that the Gatwick Express obviously is popular in this game, because that's why all the trains for it are basically being built, which is funny. But I think Master Key Simulations are going to be doing the Class 458 as well as a variation, which I'd love to see. But then obviously we don't have the Reading lines for South West Train, so there's kind of no point of that, which is a bit annoying. But I guess you could play it on the Portsmouth Direct line till Dovetail Games decide they want to do a line on the South West Trains network out of Waterloo. But then again, as I said in my South West Trains video, my recent South West Trains video, it'd be interesting to see how they're going to do licensing now with South West Trains, because obviously South West Trains is no longer. See you, Aaron Gamer. I have not been checking QWERTY forms right now. Like, I don't want to right now. When I want to do requests and whatnot, I'll look at QWERTY forms. And I still haven't finished my current shout-out list, so I'm not using the QWERTY forms list. When will train spotting start on your channel? At some point. I don't know if I'll... Maybe when I'm in London now a bit, I might go out to places and do a bit of do some sort of train spotting series. I definitely want to do one. I don't know when it will happen though. Would be cool if Fast gave them access in the future. Yeah, it would be actually. It would be nice. We are almost approaching Norwich, where this train terminates. I thought 458s were ScotRail. No, 334. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, 334s are ScotRail. 458s are South West Trains. But they're similar. They're made by Alstom, and they have a similar sort of body. I think they're adding the S stock and the Class 373 to South West Trains. They're adding the A stock. They're adding the S stock as a AI thing in the Chiltern Railways map, but it's just AI. It's not drivable. Well, it can be drivable, but it's not going to be detailed. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now approaching Norwich, where this train terminates. Please be sure to keep all your personal belongings with you when departing the train. Abedi Great Angular wishes you a safe journey onwards, and we hope to see you again in the future. I think that is a well, yeah, that's a 153 there in the sidings. Fantastic. Oh my god, the game goes into like low FPS mode. I don't know when I stream, for some reason the game just drops in FPS every like couple of minutes for some reason. I don't know why. I do apologize for that. And we have to drop down immediately to 15, which is fantastic. And there we go. The Truck Geek, thank you very much for the follow. Thank you very, very much. Oh, we have a 9-1, a 156, a 156, and a 158, I do believe. Or 159. I think it's a 158. I think East Midlands only have 158s, I think. Oh, actually, they might have 159s. I think someone told me they have 159s. Platform 6. Oh, it's only 158s. Okay. And that is good. Welcome to Norwich, where this train terminates. Change for other Greater Anglia services to other destinations, including London. Nicely done, driver. That delay at Acle means you arrived late, but don't worry, this unit isn't booked to head back out for another 40 minutes. Good stuff. Hope you enjoy that. Yeah. Good. Good.